just digging into one of your fights and sipping a subterranean beer. When I glanced up from the page, in the glass I spied a face. I swear I thought I saw you here. Jack Kerouac, when are you coming back to soothe these road aching pains of mine? I've read all your books and I've even got your looks. So whatever you do, please don't take your time. Oh, the road, it was rugged, but I know that you dug it every time you swallowed your swigs of beer. But I don't know if it's true, if it's me or if it's you. Every time I peek into my mirror. Jack Kerouac, when are you coming back to soothe these road aching pains of mine? I've read all your books and I've even got your looks. So whatever you do, please don't take your time. Jack Kerouac, when are you coming back to soothe these road aching pains of mine? I read all your books and I've even got your looks. So whatever you do, whatever you do, whatever you do, don't take your time. So thank you. That Paul Gorilla was an amazing cat, a great poet, by the way, great, just tremendous creative cat. Now, the next song that I'm going to do is a song that I wrote with someone that I would consider the most talented cat I ever played with in my life, by many levels. A genius times genius times genius. And he was incredibly fertile. To me, he was like a 20th century shaman. And I think there's physicists and there's shamans and they're all on the same level as far as I'm concerned. Logic does not apply to everything in this life. And Chris Larkin is his name, was one of the great ones of all time. I was very lucky, extremely lucky to have been brought to Chris Larkin somehow by serendipity or whatever. And we met in late 1976 on South Street. He was a keyboard player and he joined a band I had at that point called the Secret Kids. And he immediately brought my music possibilities up, not 1 level or 2 level or 3 level. He brought my music stuff up about 7 levels. And we were lucky enough to co-write at least a dozen songs. This guy was a genius of melodies, he was a genius arranger, a genius producer. And he worked on the worst, horrible, crappy equipment. The fucking wires didn't work, the keyboard hardly worked, all this shit didn't work, but he would get the greatest sounds from the future on this shit, you know. Like people today, they have all these pedals and shit. He had no pedals. He just tortured the keyboard, so they bent things with a screwdriver and shit. I don't know how he did it, you know, but he did that in his brain too, you know. So sounds I hear today that are really pop songs, like huge songs I hear DJs play. That sound I heard in 1977 coming out of his 50-hour, soaked in the rain, driven over his old station wagon keyboards. I mean, I've heard it, and he would get them to work again. So this guy was unbelievable. Plus, he had style. I never really had much style. I had a certain style. I learned it eventually. But he could get a 50-cent shirt, $1 pair of sunglasses, a lousy pair of borrowed pants, and some crazy hairdo. It looked like $1 million. One girl once said to me, looking at him was looking directly into the sun, times Jim Morrison. So he was a good looking guy. Which showed me, says I couldn't get the girls anymore after this show, so he got them all. So if you were to merge Paul McCartney in his prime, Brian Wilson in his prime, and bring them into a singularity, Chris Larkin would be that singularity to me. Wow. So I'm going to play a song we wrote together.
Yeah.
This song actually includes chords that don't belong together, but with the genius of Chris Larkin, they work together. It's like using a basketball out on the golf course. It works. It's like, it just gets tiny enough to go into the hole. I don't hang out with no broken hearts no more. Don't believe in the spoken word no more. I'm standing in the spotlight and I'm doing the best that I can. I'm making a face or two at the people I once knew from way back when. Had to make a promise to myself not to be like anybody else. But my friends, they turned their back on me so fast, I could not see. They gave me the go-ahead, and they said, hey man, you'd better leave. She left a note, she left a note, she left a note, and she said don't go. She left a note, she left a note, she left a note, and she said don't go. I do believe, I do believe, I do believe, I do believe in it all. So I don't hang out with no broken hearts no more. Don't believe in the spoken word no more. I'm facing a thing that I never thought I'd face before I left you. It wakes me in the middle of the night and it reminds me tomorrow's gonna be black and blue. She left a note, she left a note, she left a note, and she said don't go. She left a note, she left a note, she left a note, and she said don't go. Ba 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 ba, ba ba ba, ba 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 ba. I do believe, I do believe, I do believe, I do believe in it all. Nobody whistles anymore. I'm bringing it back to Vogue.